session, I will try to be to the point. I'll try to focus on what really matters for all of us. So today we are talking about the AI from cybersecurity and privacy. We are trying to touch base on things in a more deep way other than what we say in the public sessions about things are risky, things are risky. So what is the risk? So today we will pass through some points about the AI, and I will try to be as fast as we can and to the point. So this is an AI generated picture, as you all know, yeah. And I was imagining that this is a beast that we have every now and then. We have something different. We have something new that we need to face, and we need to think about it. At the end, I will show again this picture, but with a different conclusion here. So, I'm Wessam Maher. I'm Chief Information Security at Housing and Development Bank. I've been working in the industry for about 20 years. I got many recognitions worldwide, regionally, locally, all this stuff. But I'm proud that at least I'm learning, and I'm sharing what I have learned with other people. This is what really matters. All these things are fluffy part. Yeah. So a disclaimer, since we are talking about security and privacy, and since we are here all professional people, all what I will say is not something that's related to my current employer or previous employers. I'm here presenting myself, and this is not a legal advice if someone from legal is here. So it's about opportunity versus risk. This is normally what we are all pushed by, that there is an opportunity. Business are pushing for new things. We have a risk. We are trying to stop things. We are trying to make things slow down. Let's think. Let's try to know. And the other side, oh, chatbot. Oh, the business wants now to have this AI for the fraud management. Oh, we want this AI to handle the credit cards approvals. Oh, we want this AI to run on the CRM. So we all are facing this. We are all facing that AI is pushy, and the cloud has been pushy, and everything we passed by has been pushing us as GRC people. And cloud, IoT, even the physical part. People, we are being pushed by no to cars. Like, why? This was, I believe, more than 100 years ago when the cars was a new invention. People were against cars for the safety, and they are saying horses are more safer. Let's ride our old chariot style, and let's leave these cars for the risky people, for the people who want to be risk takers, who will ride cars, but these cars are not for us. Until there were kind of governance, there were kind of regulations, there were kind of thinking of the risks with cars, with riding cars, with using cars, and we thought of seat belts, we thought of airbags, we thought of safety measures on the car itself. So things matured. We can look now at the cars now, and anyone will say cars are dangerous, we will laugh at him. But back then, it was a serious talk. So imagine the same way for the AI. Now we are saying AI is dangerous. After 100 years from now, we will laugh. We will laugh at this moment if we stayed, yeah, after 100 years to sit in this place, yeah. So I will begin with the fluffy stuff, and I will pass through it quickly. Responsible AI. People are defining responsible AI. Let's think of how how to think about AI. We need to be transparent. We need to be not biased. The AI need to be straightforward. Need to be consistent. Need to be fair. Need to be safe. Need to be inclusive. All this kind of stuff. This is important, and this is why all what we are doing is important. So each one of you is this superhero that we saw at the beginning. He's now standing for the right thing. So let's, if we go out of our job and our 8-to-5 job, we are here standing for the fairness. When we are ensuring that AI is working as it should be, we are standing for the good. We are standing for having a fair and having an unbiased tool that will not discriminate based on age, on sex, on race, so we are here standing for the right thing. So this is important part that I want to pass through. Impacts of AI on cybersecurity. AI made attacks more real, more potent, it can happen. It enhanced our tools. Now we have better tools, we have better detection, better fraud systems, better security, SIEM integrated with AI, threat intelligence integrated with AI, SOC operations integrated with AI, co-pilot with SOC analysts, AI, the AI-powered AI-powered user behavior analytics, AI-powered identity access management, AI-powered. So AI is empowering us as GRC people. This is the good side. The bad side that attackers are also using it. The other side is that we have a more battle to fight in. So a quick thing to differentiate in is the AI system and the AI model. The AI model is more into the, let's say in a simple way, the software itself, the mindset, the mind of what's happening on the AI, and the AI system is more into the backbone and all the other components that is around the model itself, the model of thinking itself. And these are some attacks examples, and we will go into any kinds of lists for it later on. Weaponization, input attacks, manipulation of data post output, data poisoning, sponging. Sponging is like DOS attack. So it's a kind of DOS attack, but it's on the AI. If I can overwhelm the AI with too much things that makes the AI model go in a different way, or try to or get data out that shouldn't get out, or make it fail. So what's happening here? That we have risk scenarios, we have data exposure. This is our most fear, that our data will go out. Or we have a bad data, means bad decision, means bad output. And we are having confidentiality, integrity, and of course, if we are dependent on this, we will have availability. And the attacks will go into the data exfiltration, data poisoning, and sponge attack. This is a kind of trying to map things. This is a reference from Infotech research. And mainly, it's more about trying to categorize how things can go bad. Yeah. So what to do? As I said in the panel in the morning, we have to have AI adoption policy, AI adoption, and AI governance, and AI triage, applicability, suitability triage, due diligence. So whenever the business comes to us, we have this AI fantastic tool that will solve all of our problems. We need to pass through a couple of questions. about the criticality, about the risk, about if it is the safe option or not, about what are the worst case scenarios, what are the best case scenarios. So we are not here to say no to the AI. We are here to govern AI. So governing AI means asking the right questions and asking who did this model, where this model will reside, where the data will reside. We need to ask the same questions we were asking for the cloud. In a way, who developed this program? This is like the application development side. We want to know who made this application, who made this AI tool, so we can know better how to assess this. So if you want to have something to get back to work with, you need to have adoption policy, you need to have applicability, suitability, triage. Triage is a famous word in the medical realm. It's about that we do quick checks to assess the situation without doing deep risk assessment or deep investigation or deep applicability assessment. We are just making the health quick 9-10 questions maximum that can show us if this idea makes sense or not, without saying no. It's not about no, it's about challenging the other party. Why are we doing this? Where the data will reside? How the data will be safe? Who made this model? Who will update this model? Who will maintain it? How we can be sure that it's not a biased thing? How can we sure? So all these questions, it seems to be normal questions, but answering them is hard. And answering them will open questions about the AI integrity, about the AI resiliency, about this solution or this model or this tool that the business is bringing up to our desk and saying, I need to go live now. And at the end, the AI risk mapping. AI risk mapping means that at the end of the day, we can map all the AI risks into our own risk register. We can map all these AI risks into our own already existing risk taxonomy. So, what's happening here? Are we the creator of our own AI model, or are we the consumer of the AI service? This makes a difference. So getting deep into the questioning, this can make a difference. And this is according to the appetite and according to the type of data and according to the decision criticality that will be taken. It's either you are the creator of your own AI model, and something in the middle about, are you early adopter? Do you have local innovation? Or are you consumer? Another part, it's about the AI output. Will it be revised by human, or it will go to the action right away? This is another way of thinking and assessing the AI and assessing the risk of the AI. Okay, we have this tool. Will this tool take a decision and no one will revise it? Will it say yes and no to something, or bad or good, or this is rejected, this is accepted, and no one will interfere with it? So how confident are we, and how critical is this decision? So this is part of how we think about it. The nature of the business. The nature of the business. Every one of us here has a different business and will have AI asks for different lines of business. So the ask from AI for a tool that will answer questions on a Facebook page for my company. How this will be as critical as the AI system that will take a decision on how to deal with a deal, or whether if you are in an insurance company, whether you will issue an insurance policy for this company or not. So it's about the business and about where are you, the sector, of course all the things about about it. And the geographical context, the sovereignty. Are you allowed to put your data out of your country? Do you have restrictions for your data? Versus, do you have regulations? Do you have heavy regulations that has AI regulation on it? We will have a session, I believe tomorrow, from Ramsey about the last day from Ramsey about the EU AI Act. So actually, there is an AI Act on how companies should handle AI in the European Union. And of course, the threat context about who will target us. If I have this AI tool, this AI tool will be a kind of a target. You are creating a new target. So this target will have a new enemy or will have an interested party. So this interested party, is it a nation state attack, nation state or nation sponsored criminals, or will it only be financial criminals? All this need to be taken into consideration. Of course, the part of the governance and the part of the, I believe Mr. Osman will have it in another session as well, talking about AI from a governance and about its governance part. So I believe he will dig more deeper, or dig from a different point of view. We are all here trying to give our 2 cents here, but I believe it will be interesting session from you. Yeah. So again, we have input, a model, and output. We have an input that will have we have an issue with data integrity. We have an issue with the prompt injection, with the jailbreaking. We have here how reliable is my model, how my model is an integrable component, how confidential. What is the confidentiality of my model? Is my model exposed? Is it an open source? So everyone knows how do I think and how do I take my decisions. All of this will put another level of risk. Whenever you ask these questions, you will get a new risk. And the part of the training, the AI model, usually it needs training unless it comes pre-trained. If it comes pre-trained, who trained it? And who trained it on what? And what is the integrity of this training? If you are the one who will train it, how will you do it and how you will ensure that it's done in the right way? So all of these questions are opening risks that we need to write, and we need to document, and we need to ask when we go into the in-depth assessment of the AI. These are some mapping examples about information governance, about the incident response strategy. We can map everything that we know to the AI. The AI is part of our information, is part of our systems, is part of our hardening, is part of our business continuity. We need to include it in everything. And there is an interesting tool. It's called AI Risk Management Framework from NIST. This is a very nice, and it has an interactive tool. It has an interactive web page that lists the part of the AI risks in a detailed way. It has it classified into govern, map, measure, and manage. I will just want to show you a part of it, so you can see that. So from here you can see that you have govern, map, measure, and manage. You can You can see here from govern, you have the list here, you have what is it about, what are the actions, references. So you can go in depth on this framework. You can filter all the, you want to see the map, you want to see something about AI design, AI development, so you are sorting out this framework in an interactive way. So this is a linearized reference. You will find lots of things, and of course we don't have time, but I want to give you the maximum benefit from this session. So I thought that you would like to see that there is something that can be searchable. You can do some kind of filtering, and you can find all the AI risks in a good way and in an interactive way. And you know, NIST they are detailed in a good way, yani. And in some cases in a silly way, but in general they have very good content. Yeah. So I'm trying to make a summary here. We have our input, the model, the output, the training, the model itself, how it's made. We have the data protection, inventory of the assets, inventory of the supporting infrastructure, monitoring and detection, penetration testing, everything we think of, it's still there. So we don't need to be distracted. We don't need to be distracted only by AI risks. We need also to think of the normal risks of any system or of any new deployment. So I'm here to tell you there's an AI framework. There are an AI frameworks that you can look at, and you need not to overlook them and forget about the normal things about pen testing, about hardening, about configuration, about patching, about backup. This is still important, and this is the basic. If I will quote Ramses, back to basics. And if you are a geek into the SOC and threat mitigation and hunting ghosts at night, you will find this MITRE Atlas. It's about AI. So this is AI for the MITRE made the AI attacks and AI risks. They classified it, and they made their own standard for it. And of course, they have interactive website. You can go and check everything on it. And if you are a geek like me, you will find it interesting. Yeah. So I'm now giving you my last slides. There are many guidelines out there. You can look at them. One of them is the one from Dubai. They made guidelines on securing AI systems. There is the OECD AI. There is a OWASP AI exchange. OWASP also made AI publication and drive. Okay, thank you. I will repeat again. Ramzi is saying that OWASP has a free list of framework and policies. They are available for free, so you can check them. And if you want to see what's happening around you, there is an AI incident monitor, so you can go and check what's happening here. I remember on 2012. I was in a conference here in Egypt. I was talking about cloud, and everyone was looking at me as if I'm crazy. And cloud, why cloud? And I got one of the VIP attendees. He came after the show, after the presentation, and he told me, we want to build that data center. I told him I was talking about cloud. But he was asking me if I have an expert opinion in sizing data centers. And I told him I was here talking about security of cloud. And I was talking at then on 2012 about Cloud Security Alliance. So I'm now standing and I'm telling you there are AI incidents as we have cloud incidents. Cloud incidents happening, and will happen. AI problems happening, and will happen. So you need to keep an eye. This is a part of your threat intel. This is part of your threat feeds that you need to have in your team, that as you use AI tools, as you use AI-powered or AI-empowered tools like Microsoft or Apple, you will find yourself you are using them natively. If anyone who will buy new devices from Apple, from Microsoft, the new Windows, everything will be AI and already became AI. So you'll find lots of AI things. You need to have a monitor on this so you can alert your organization whenever there is an AI incident that is affecting you. Because all of us now are AI consumers, accept it or not, but we became consumers now. And I have this kind of cheat sheet. I got it like thinking about how to make a risk mapping. So from data poisoning, we are talking here about training data is tampered, and this could make one of these problems. Any one of these problems will have or will be classified as integrity, resiliency, confidentiality, or a control on it. And what should be done? What should be done here? So if I'm talking about data poisoning, training can be tampered, and the risk here is the knowledge of AI design and operation is kept secret, and this will not be no longer secret. This is about confidentiality. Then I need to know knowledge about how the model is trained and how it works, and to keep it strictly confidential with access limitation. So I know what will happen, so accordingly I will put the control out there. So this can be the way of thinking about trying to detangle what are the risks, and think of what are the scenarios, and accordingly what are the controls you need to have. And again, you will find that we are going back to the basics. We are going back to the same beast that we all face, the beast of IT service management, change management, confidentiality, access management. We are all going more or less testing quality. We are all going through the same thing, but in a different way. This is another example. We have a problem or a risk that the AI is compromised via malicious code, whether, for example, ransomware. So we have a problem. This can go to maybe there has an encryption, knowledge of AI design, access control should be applied, and how can we protect ourselves? Encryption, multi-factor, data access, regular access, RTO, RPO. Ransomware, the same thing. Ransomware, but on an AI system. So many of the risks related to AI are still the normal risks. We just need to understand what is specific for AI and what is still general and need not to be underlooked. So my last slide, it's a different beast, but we will still use the same weapons, and our adaptation, resilience, and strategy remains our strongest tool. No matter that change. It's a change at the end of the day. We will be able to face it. We will be able to deal with it. There are some new terminologies. There are some new arising risks, but again, it's mostly we are still talking about the same things, and still 70%, for example, I can say it, out of my mind, that we still, if I want to secure an AI system, there is a new AI threats, which is 30%, I still have 70% that I need to do the same things I do for every application. So it's the same beast we had with the ransomware, the same beast we had with the cloud, the same beast we had with the IoT, with bring your own device, with people using our internet and our mobile phone applications. It's the same new threat that we are facing, but it's a different tool and the same mindset, the same resiliency. So thank you, and yes.
I have some points I need your feedback on. The first thing, how could we get the source of the AI model? Is it available? Can we obtain it? The second issue is that if we apply an AI model, it will depend largely on the quality of the data you have. So what do you think that what we should do before we apply an AI system on our, let's say, local or Egyptian market quality of data?
Okay, so for the AI model, there are three options. Whether it's a black box, so we buy it, we run it, and we trust that something good is inside.
So you need to make some kind of tests. If it's a black box, you need to run some tests to understand if there is any bias within.
Exactly. Or whether it's something that is in-house developed, which needs all the code quality and DevSecOps and secure development and secure training, and so you are doing it by yourself. You are building your own beast. So you need to ensure that you put the right things in there. Or it can be something in the middle, that it is an open source thing that you will use. And so there are some AI models that are in public on GitHub and on all the repositories, and this will pose some risks, and as well it has some advantages that you have other people who are trying it, so you can keep an eye whenever something happens, you know that this will happen to you as well. So it's a kind of it has pros and cons, that you are doing both. This is for the part of the AI model. The second part of your question,
The quality of the data that the AI model.
the rubbish in, rubbish out. We all know this, rubbish in, rubbish out. But it's all about having the right data, and having the right data already ready for the AI. If we don't have the right data for it, it will go wrong. It will mostly it will go wrong. Right data and actually right experimentation of it. So it's about before we buy, before we adopt, we need to test and verify and be sure that whatever we will do, whatever will make our life easier, will really make our life easier. We are not just gambling, crossing fingers, and this is AI. I saw a company in New Zealand, they voted and they said they are happy, so it will work for us. So any other questions?
Hi. Would like to know because of ethics related to nowadays there are many issues about the AI, because when you do the confidential information and the organization doesn't know this information, in case the AI can get this information and use it against you. So are there an ethic code, or it's it's mandatory to organizations to have their own in order to handle these issues in the future.
Um, at the end of the day, the institution or the company will be accountable at the end. So having the proper governance and the proper preparation for what this thing will do is very important. So it's and we will face again the same dilemma, and that's why I believe there are many regulations are made there, so they can distinct between the institution responsibility or accountability for the AI actions versus um, um, versus that it's the fault of the AI. The AI did it wrong. Go blame them. And this and this already happened in the GDPR. In the GDPR, there is a part that you are consenting, or that you are consenting or opting out from any automated handling of your data. That 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 they were kind of, I believe, yeah, the people who wrote GDPR, they were thinking of the AI, but they didn't say AI, but they were thinking that that the person has the right to say that I don't want AI to take decision for me or against me. So this is a kind of thing that is mentioned in the GDPR. So it's again, it's all about it, and there is a kind of an ethical dilemma. Yani I will even make your question worse. For the auto drive Tesla cars, when they make accidents, who will take the blame? Who will take the blame if someone dies by a machine that is led by an AI? Is it the developer, or Tesla, or the operator company, or the maintenance company, or of course this is a big, if someone here works in the insurance industry, this is a big place you can buy, you can sell you can sell insurance policies till the end. Yeah.
There is one recent action or incident happened in Canada last year. The chatbot used by AI. Some of their customers asked the chatbot a fear of the language, extra language. So the chatbot responded that it's X amount. When the guy went to the airport and he checked in with the extra bag, so he discovered that there is a big difference, almost double, of course. So there was a debate, and so the lawsuit. Um, Air Canada tried first to blame the chatbot, and then when they proved that this is actually what happened, so they blamed the customer for not referring to the officer, to the customer service, to make sure that the information they get from the chatbot is correct. But finally, they lose the case. So chatbot or the AI is clear. The user,
The customer
no, the chatbot, the Air Canada lost the case.
Thank you.